this will be a huge recall for when I come back in the future to be able to find some of the answers that were true, were not true, some of the things that I will do and bring back to you. This is awareness documentation. Brah. Alright, so I'm doing another awareness documentation for July 25th of 2019. It is currently 7:27 a.m. And, I just think it's really interesting because of all the times I've ever done an awareness documentation. I don't know if I've ever done it while it was raining outside. So right now it's just starting to get dripping. And, I don't want my little lyric notebook to get wet. So we'll have to take care of that. To be honest, there's only about 2 unfinished songs in here. For the most part, I just started writing music. And the reason why this is really exciting for me is because, I don't really write music. I typically put it on an audio tape and maybe try and create something out of that. Because for me, everything's kind of freestyle. It's kind of flowing through my mind at any given time. So if I happen to put myself into the situation, into the mood of wanting to be able to consume music and have the feeling of expressing myself and creating that through the gifts that I have to share, I can tune into it. But it's more like an optional relation that I have to get and gather within my perspective to be able to do that. And either I'm already feeling it or I have to get music to be able to attune to it. Right? So I think that's really interesting because there are certain conditions and certain things that make it much more creative and possible for me to be able to spew these type of thoughts on paper, out of my mouth, anything. And I really feel that recording it and playing it back and then trying to feel into it and then maybe being able to re-record it, kind of like what Michael Jackson did, is what I discovered. Having voice notes to be able to make your music would be amazing, and that's really how I want to be able to approach some of this. But here's the thing, I'm actually writing something called The Social Contract, and I'm making it very welcoming to everybody. But while it may be 11 pages long currently and I have to chop it down, I might cut out 5 pages because it just it's not necessary at the moment to share that part of the vision. I think I'm gonna wrap it and I'm gonna literally put it on a soundtrack. I would have to think that 6 songs are suitable. I actually had some connection to some crows that were around me, and they're cawing all the time at every thought that I was thinking. So the one that was really prevalent was for me, being able to put it down as 6 songs for The Social Contract. And if I can do that and literally rap over 6 songs, hopefully it doesn't have to be something continuously. We can change up the scenery and stuff, put it on video, and then lace the soundtrack over top of that with something like Adobe Premiere. We'll have The Social Contract ready and other people can be able to benefit from it. But that might be a 2-3 day project, and I would like to look clean, so I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to work this out. But I think it's one of the most exciting things that I could possibly be doing right now is making music, because music is the #1 priority. Being an artist is the #1 priority. And then we got the coaching as a side project. The thing that I'm going to be doing to welcome them into that coaching is, being able to share my music, which is part of my freedom journey. It's my greatest talents. It's my greatest gifts. I have to utilize them. And the way that I speak, the way that I rhyme, the rhythm that I bring, and everything that I chime has to be within that smooth mentality. That's just me. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to see how it works. Hopefully, we get people interested. I think it'll hit it off, man. It'll hit it off, if we can do it right. And give the right insights. So that's just what we're gonna do right now on the 27th of July, or 25th, sorry, and we're gonna keep writing. The social contract that I wrote previously actually ended up being this whole like Shakespearean literature, which was really cool. And I'm just trying to simplify it a little bit, not change the elements of it too much, because the way that I initially innovated it and then extended it to be able to have it be really smooth and well equipped was much more along the lines of what I would want to hear from my own voice, because it was coming from me. And then when I added more, it made it rhyme more, I guess. But it also added extra details that may or may not have been necessary. So if you put it into something like a song, you don't have to say all those words. And rap, you can get a lot of words out. It's not like singing, 3 or 4 words a line, right? So we gotta get all this in within 6 songs and have it be something that, I can make money with. I wouldn't want, it would be great. It would be great to use like more well-known instrumentals for hip-hop. Old school hip-hop is my type of deal. But the thing is, it's not so great when you can't make money and you're gonna have hundreds, maybe even thousands, millions of people, billions of people watching this social contract video. So it's got to be, it doesn't have to be professional, right? But it's got to be decent. And if it's not decent, and if it's not feeling it in the moment, if the environment, circumstances aren't changing for that to be productive in its own unique way, then it might not be so great. But, we're going to put people into a nice picture of what it is that I am living through right now and what they're agreeing to. Maybe we can show some homeless people or something on the streets, and me with my bags waking up in the morning. We'll have to see how all this is going to go. But ultimately, what I'm thinking is I'm going to have to wear my headphones while recording. I'm going to have to hold the camera and make it a whole selfie video, spinning around and doing my little dance jigs and stuff, while wearing headphones and playing my music on my phone. And hopefully we can lace it over like that. But of course, I'm only going to be playing one headphone open, so I can hear myself talk. That's really important. And hopefully the environment, the background noise isn't too much, so we got to find a way to not have it crisscross, clash too much, and make this work. So we'll see how it goes. It's all about innovation. It's all about stepping into your role. So if things work out, then things work out. This is going to be really cool, without a doubt. By the way, this is really big for me, and it really sucks, actually. I've never had anything like this happen, but I'd have to think it's because I put it inside my backpack the wrong way. And because of that, when it slipped off of my bike rack yesterday night, my computer got cracked. So the screen, turn that off, the screen's not too great. Obviously it's right here, and it's spread down to the bottom, and this kind of hook, so I can only assume that's going to go all the way across. And there's plenty of lines here, plenty of unfinished ones, so it's something to worry about. But even so, I'm grateful I got over that within like a minute. Give it a couple minutes, I'm just like, yeah, there's no need to look for a new computer. There's no need to do any of that. That's not my mission right now. And God brought me back into check with that, and I just got to finish this social contract, make some music out of it. And this is it, man. This is it. This is the start of everything, and I'm so excited because this is going to be like my first soundtrack, and it's so cool. Let's do it. All right, I love you so much. Thank you for taking the time and attention to be able to watch this. I look forward to your participation in the good of life together, also known as a relationship. All right.